into a ring of fire.
I love this song.
I fell into a burning ring of fire.
This is a great song. 9:15, good morning, everybody. We're at 19 degrees already. It's going to be a gorgeous day, going up to a high of 31 degrees today. Okay, there's a race called the Atlantic Rowing Race, and apparently one of the toughest endurance races in the world, and Dr. Paul Attalla is actually going to be doing it. First Canadian ever to be doing this. Thank you for coming in this morning. Oh, thank you for coming in. So tell me about this race. I've never heard of this race before.
Yeah, it's the toughest self-propelled endurance race in the world, bar none. And it goes from the Canary Islands to Antigua, and I will be single-handedly rowing 5,500 kilometers.
That is unbelievable. Why would you want to do that?
You know, it's just something that I'm good at. I'm just good at pushing myself physically and mentally. And this is the ultimate challenge.
There's you right there. So you're practicing, obviously. Where are you here?
I went to the UK to qualify for the race, and this is the boat that I'm going to be rowing in.
What kind of boat is that? I've never seen a boat that looks like that.
No, there's not a lot of them in the world. That's it's 24 feet long and 6 feet wide, and you can see the back cabin there is where I would be sleeping. And yeah, the great thing about this particular boat is it's aggressively self-righting. So if I do get turned over, the boat quickly flips back over.
Oh, okay. Well, that's...
And that will happen in storms.
It will. So you just know what's going to happen.
It's almost a guarantee. There's my family.
Oh, you got two little ones?
Yeah, I have two little ones.
Now, how does your wife feel about you taking off and doing this?
Well, I think it would be more of a shock if I just came home one day and said, honey, I'm gonna do this race. This has been a 7-year plan. When she was my girlfriend, I was talking about doing this race.
Oh, okay.
So the last 7 years has been spent prepping for this race.
Okay, so now how long will it take you, do you think?
Let's say if the weather's really good, 60 days.
60 days you're going to be on the water?
Well, if the weather's really poor, it could be 100. Yeah,
and you're fully prepared for that. I mean, you've got to have all sorts of different clothing and...
Yeah, and satellite phones to stay in communication and some iPods.
What about food?
It's all freeze-dried food, and you just add water to it and you eat it, and probably, I'm going to guess, 5 kilograms of chocolate.
Oh, lots of chocolate.
Lots of chocolate.
I like that. Do you have to think about, obviously, weighing down the boat, right?
Yeah, the boat has to be balanced, and I am racing. And then when I went to the UK, I was thinking of this more of an adventure. Then after meeting the competitors, I was really treated like the Jamaican bobsled team.
Really?
Yeah, and so that's really sparked my competitive interest, and it even caused me to purchase a more expensive, faster boat. And I'm gonna be out there representing Canada, and I'm gonna have good a chance as anybody is winning this race.
How many people compete?
It's hard to say because there's a lot of last-minute just entries that are kind of undercover, and then a lot of people who don't make it to the start line. If I was to guess now, I'd say somewhere around 30.
Okay, so it's not a huge amount of people that come.
No, it's not a huge amount of people.
Well,
the maximum the race will allow is 40.
And then when you win, do you win race money? What do you?
No, there's no prize money. There's nothing.
It's just the prestige of winning.
It's just that, yeah, more people have climbed Everest than rowed across the Atlantic Ocean. More people have been to outer space. And then you can take that and say how many have done it solo. And solo, it's maybe 25, 30 people.
Now, you're also trying to raise awareness about a specific charity you're involved with. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I'm rowing for human rights. There's the Museum for Human Rights that's being built in Canada, and it's just an amazing project. It's going to be focusing on the youth primarily. 20,000 youth a year are going to be going through this museum, and they're just going to be learning about all the different facets of human rights. And then these youth grow up to become our business leaders and our government officials, and then they can influence the world.
Okay, we have one more website I'd like to get to as well, solotheatlantic.com. Solotheatlantic.com is your website.
Yes.
And how can people get involved and help you?
I need sponsors. And for example, Cowboys, I called them and just said, listen, I'm doing this race, I need help. And they were like, no Canadians done this? And I'm like, yeah, no Canadians done it. They gave me 500 tickets for tomorrow night at Cowboys.
To sell?
To sell. So it's no line entry between 4 and 6. You won't be waiting 6 hours in Nashville North. You just walk right in, and you can go on my website to get the information to purchase those tickets.
So this is tomorrow?
This is tomorrow.
Tomorrow you're selling tickets so people can get in for no line entry
Yeah.
between 4 and 6 at Cowboys?
They're
That's huge.
one of their busiest, they're gold. It was one of the busiest nights of the year for them. So they're super generous, and I totally appreciate their support.
And how much are they?
$20, the same as a cover would be.
20 bucks?
20 bucks.
That's less than the cover. A lot of people are just slipping them more, right?
I know.
And then
It's
do you have to
amazing.
buy a minimum amount of tickets? Or can you just-
Yeah, we were saying $10 ticket minimum.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want to buy, it's $200 worth.
$200, and I get all the money for my project.
Oh, well, good
The-
for you.
The project costs $200,000 to enter this race.
Okay, so you need some sponsors.
I need sponsors,
And
for
when
sure.
are you leaving to go do this?
December 2nd is the start gun.
December 2nd is the start gun. So if you would like to help Dr. Paul Attalla, you can go onto his website at solotheatlantic.com. You can buy tickets to get into Cowboys for 20 bucks a pop between 4 and 6 tomorrow. That's amazing.
It's amazing.
It's a good deal, and you're helping out a great cause. The first Canadian in this race. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Congratulations.
Great.
Good for you. All right, we're going to head over to Andrew Schultz, who's, you know, eating and drinking and indulging again this morning. Hey, Andy. Last day, though.
Yeah, I wish we have had no food this morning.
What?
Imagine that. Your Stampede Market going to be breaking into one of the cotton candy booths in a minute. It's not just about the boots, not just about the hats, but also now about the buckles when it comes to the Stampede fashions. Bijou belts. That's coming up in a couple minutes.
The taste of love is sweet.